Hi, I'm Genevieve Padalecki and I am on FrConventions. Yes. I had just come off a TV show called Wildfire, and it was the strike. There was a strike, and everything went down. And Supernatural, I believe, was still going, or maybe the strike had just ended. And I was very nervous. And I saw my friend Nicole Tuviola, who was on Wildfire with me. We were both in there together, and we were chatting, and it was fun. And I went into the room. I auditioned. I felt like I tanked it because I didn't know what I was doing, and then I was told I got the part, which was wild. And I flew up to Vancouver, and I just remember walking on set, and it was the scene where Jensen was coming out of the earth. He had been buried alive, and he was coming out, and there's dirt everywhere, and he stands up, and I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And I remember turning to someone, and I was like, gosh, he is very tall. That is a tall actor. And they were like, you should see the other one. He's really tall. So that was kind of my auditioning and Supernatural experience. No, I never could have imagined that it would change my life like this. I mean, not only is it an amazing family, just the show and what the show has given and just keeps on giving with the fan base and the audience, and it's just amazing, and all of those opportunities is quite extraordinary. The icing on the cake is I got to meet my husband and my beautiful 3 kids, and so it has an even deeper meaning for me. Yeah, I think this is, things that people really dream of, and it's extraordinary to be able to be a part of a show that has reached so many people and touched so many lives, and I think that's why it keeps on growing. And the audience today at the convention, I would say that it was 80% of the people there are new to the fandom and have never been to a convention before, and I think it just speaks to the heart of the show and the way that the boys are and the brothers are, and all of the wonderful and beautiful relationships, character-wise, on and off screen. And so I think it's quite a dream. It's a dream job for sure. Yeah, it was really fun. It was it was bittersweet knowing that the season was ending, but it was really beautiful to be able to be part of that and come back at such a different time in my life where, we had 3 kids and, working with all of these amazing actors that, I've got to grow up and love and know so well. So it was really sweet. It was, yeah, and sadly I actually didn't get a chance to. We were supposed to go up the week that everything shut down with COVID, so I sadly did not get to say goodbye or see you later, because you never know. So I'm hoping that I can do that soon. That's a great question. I mean, Supernatural for me, in a way, was a reboot just because I was taking over someone else's role and shoes. So for me, in a way, it was a reboot, and as was, Walker. And I think, like Ruby, Emily, I had to do my own take and put my own stamp on it. And not that Emily was in the original Walker by any means, but for me, I just felt like I felt like it was just important to tell Emily's story. And I think the OG, Walker Texas Ranger has a time and place, and it's, you know, certainly fun to watch, but it's very different. So I was fortunate that I didn't have to necessarily reference it and, you know, think about that when I was working. So that one was almost more nerve-wracking in ways, just because, you know, Katie had done such a great job establishing her, and, you know, I was like, how am I going to do this? So I had to forgive myself and just go with trusting that this is what I'm bringing to the table. I am not here to copy what she's doing, but I'm here to recreate in a way that I felt was right for where I was taking the role. Yeah, I mean, our first relationship is a work relationship. It's how we first met. And so I always joke with him, this is our first relationship. Obviously, we have a very deeper, loving, you know, partner relationship, multi-relationships in our lives. But I love working with him. It's really my favorite, one of my favorite ways to collaborate with him is by work. And sometimes to my detriment, because he's like, can you stop talking about it? Because even just like 20 minutes ago, we were in the green room and I'm like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Like, I love collaborating, and I love working off of him, and you just always know that you're gonna get a great, honest response. So you're always on your toes, and I love that. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. It was just so special to be around so many amazing, wonderful fans, and with such beautiful questions. I've had the best time, and it's really like, it's a very moving experience. It's very, very fun, and to be able to bring my family, I got to bring our kids, and they got to see it too, so it's really beautiful. I think that sometimes I have the worry that books are a dying art, which breaks my heart, and so it's important to me to put as many books on people's shelves, in their laps, in their hands as humanly possible. I think also in our country, I get very sensitive with the banning of books. I feel like censorship is one of the worst possible things that we could do to humanity. I mean, the best way to understand where someone's coming from or learn more about yourself is to read in a book about cultures or people that are like you, or maybe nothing like you, but you can find empathy and see where they're from, or, you know, go to a foreign place that you've never seen or heard of, or ideas. And I love reading on so many levels, from the conception to the syntax to, you know, the structure and the whole arc, and then on top of it to be able to read a beautiful journey and stories. Just, I don't know, it gets me, it moves me to my core. I love it so much. Oh, that's a great question. I mean, there's so many amazing characters. Off the top of my head, who would I want to play? I mean, Emily Henry, I love her female heroines are so fun. It's not a major role by any means, but my favorite book is Pony. I love the book Pony. And I would love to play Jenny, the mother, and I don't want to spoil it, but she's the mom at the end, and it's very moving and powerful, and I could cry just thinking about the role that she plays. It's just such a sweet and beautiful moment.